Yura is an NPC in Elden Ring with a relatively short quest that involves multiple missable rewards, all of which will be covered in this guide. As usual, useful timestamps can be found in the video description. Yura's first location is in Limgrave, a short distance southeast from the First Step Site of Grace. Meeting Yura at this location is optional, and he may have already moved on if you defeated the dragon near Smoldering Church. If you speak with Yura at this underpass, he'll warn you about the dragon that stalks the Smoldering Church to the north. Flying Dragon Agheel will swoop in to attack when you approach the worshippers near a large pyre northwest of the Smoldering Church. Again, this is optional, but if you manage to defeat Agheel, you can return to Yura and share the news. In response, he'll tell you about the Church of Dragon Communion off the west coast of Limgrave. Moving on to the first required step in Yura's questline, head to Murkwater Cave in northern Limgrave. Approaching Murkwater Cave, you'll be invaded by Bloody Finger Nerijus, and fair warning, this is a pretty tough encounter at lower levels. After a short delay, Yura will be summoned in as a hunter and aid you in the defeat of Nerijus. Defeating Nerijus will reward you with Reduvia, which is an arcane-based dagger. Afterwards, you can find Yura for an optional interaction at one of two locations. If you did not defeat Dragon Agheel, then Yura will be found back at his first location, southeast of the first step. If you defeated the dragon, Yura will instead be found under a new ruins underpass to the north of Murkwater Cave. When spoken to, Yura will tell you of his mission to hunt down Bloody Finger Invaders. I know this interaction is optional because I inadvertently skipped it when I went to his next location, which is near the main academy gate of Raya Lucaria in Liurnia. To reach that location, you'll first need to retrieve the Glintstone key, which is guarded by a teal Glintstone dragon near some rocky formations a short distance west of Raya Lucaria Academy. You don't have to defeat or even fight the dragon, just grab the Glintstone key from behind it and then run away. From the Academy Gatetown Site of Grace, head northwest to the South Academy Gate, then use the Glintstone key to be transported to the main Academy Gate. Rest at the Site of Grace, then head north past the Magic Seal. You should find a red summoning sign just a short distance ahead. Use the sign and assist Yura in defeating the Bloody Finger Ravenmount Assassin, acquiring the Raptor of the Mist's Ash of War in the process. Upon returning to your world, Yura should be standing nearby. Speak with him and you'll get a Smithing Stone 5 as thanks. Make sure to go through all of his dialogue before moving on. Afterwards, Yura will move to a new location in Altus Plateau, and here's how to get there by way of the Grand Lift of Dectus. You'll need to get both halves of the Dectus medallion. One can be found at Fort Height in southeast Limgrave, and the other half can be found at Fort Feroth in Caelid. Once you have the complete medallion, take it to the Grand Lift of Dectus in northeastern Liurnia. Once there, head north along the road past the Altus Highway Junction until you arrive at the Second Church of Marika. Yura should be there, and interacting with him will get you the Nagakiba and will also trigger an invasion from Bloody Finger Eleonora. Defeat her to obtain Eleonora's Poleblade along with the Purifying Crystal Tear, which will grant immunity to Mog Lord of Blood's unavoidable Rite of Blood attack when mixed in a wondrous Physic Flask. There's actually one more location where you can find what appears to be Yura, and it's at Zamor Ruins in the Mountaintops of the Giants. In order to access the Mountaintops, you'll first need to acquire 2 of the Great Runes. I recommend getting them from Godric the Grafted and Renala, Queen of the Full Moon. Then head to the north side of the capital where a boss is guarding the entrance. Then make your way through Leyndell Royal Capital and defeat Morgoth the Omen King at the Elden Throne. After doing all of that, Melina will give you the Rolled Medallion, which you can use to take the Grand Lift of Rolled up to the Mountaintops. Once there, it's a very short trip to arrive at Zamor Ruins. Now I want to give a quick warning, arriving at the Mountaintops will cause any remaining steps from Yura's quest to be skipped. At Zamor Ruins, you'll find the body of Yura, but it's now possessed by Shabriri, who is basically the will of the 3 fingers of Frenzied Flame. If you wanted Yura's armor set, which is actually called Ronin's armor, you can get it at this point by attacking and defeating Shabriri. If you attacked Yura at any earlier point, you would have only gotten the Nagakiba. Alternatively, if you do as Shabriri says and travel to the Forsaken Depths of Vlandel to inherit the Frenzied Flame, Shabriri will vanish, leaving the Ronin's armor set behind. Now if you missed earlier steps in Yura's questline, you can still go back and get some of the missed items. After meeting Shabriri in the Mountaintops, the Bloody Finger Eleonora invasion should trigger the next time you visit the Second Church of Marika, allowing you to get her items. In addition, Yura's Nagakiba can be found at the last place you spoke with him before going to the Mountaintops. If you're not sure where that was or never spoke with Yura, there's only 3 possible locations to check, the 2 underpass locations in Limgrave and the one at Raya Lucaria Academy. Unfortunately, if you missed the Ravenmount Assassin encounter at Raya Lucaria Academy, you probably won't be able to get the Raptor of the Mist's Ash of War until you successfully get to and complete that encounter in New Game Plus. And that's about it for Yura's questline. If you're still having trouble with this quest, you can reach out in the comment section where I'll do my best to help. I also recommend checking the comment I have pinned, as I'll be updating it with information about specific problems people are having and potential solutions. I'm working on guides for all the quests in Elden Ring. If you want to find those, you can head over to my channel, and if you're new, consider subscribing. You're helping me feed my cat, her name's Marshmallow. Also, the Marshmallow merch store is now live over on the channel, and it features professional Elden Ring inspired artwork of your favorite fluffball. Have a great day. If you're here today, have a great Tuesday. And as always, thanks for watching.